Yo, what is up? Today we are back in Forza Horizon 5 and we are doing yet another challenge. However, this challenge is specific to me. We are going to be using my dream cars in Forza Horizon 5. The specific cars that I hope one day somehow I'll manage to afford them. Don't know how because there's some expensive cars in this list. And we are going to go from my current car to a sports car, then a supercar, and finally a hypercar. Like I said, obviously these cars are going to get more and more expensive as the video goes on, but I thought why not show you guys my current car as well as my dream cars. So with that being said, let's hop into my current car, which is obviously the most affordable on this list. That is none other than the mine's a 2013, but the game says it's 2011 Subaru WRX. Now I don't actually have an STI, I have a WRX. So I just want to preface that first off. So this car is technically more expensive than my IRL car, and it's technically not the same, but it pretty much looks the same as it does right now. To be fair, I do have different wheels. Let's try and get the wheels that I have. We're going to bring it up into S1 just to have some fun because I've never actually got this car into S1 before. All right, let me do some upgrades and get this top of S1. We go wingless and then pump our speed back up. See, like that would be meta, but it just looks ugly without the wing. Let's go with this setup. We're almost top of S1. I mean, it's pretty like it's 3 points off, bro. I just don't know how the handling is going to go. Let's go wheels. Yeah, here we go. Hold on. Gloss black. There we go. Look at that. Save to current car. Saving content. Taking a little bit. So this car basically looks like my car IRL. I'll put a photo on the screen right now. The only difference really is I don't have this roof scoop and I don't have this like tow hook or like the canards on the side here. I do have a front splitter. It's not as crazy as this though. But in terms of the rest of the car, it's pretty much identical other than obviously the STI badge because I don't have an STI. I'm just a plain WRX man. I do have the wing as well. And then these wheels are the exact ones that I have as well. So yeah, it's pretty much the same as my car. So let's go try this out. It is S1, so obviously it's going to be a lot quicker. We do have a 4-litre flat 6 in it though. I guess that's where it sort of differs quite a bit. It is a bit wet and rainy, so the car is sliding a little bit. But hey, I mean, it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. For an S1, it's pretty quick. I'm going to try and hit this speed zone over here. See if we can get 3 stars on it. I don't know. I can't remember the last car I actually tried to hit it in. I think I tried to hit it in the LFA, which was one of my previous videos. One of my recent previous videos actually. But yeah, I think we're gonna try and do it. It's a bit wet, so it doesn't have much traction. Oh, the turn is straight away. I didn't see that. Yep, we failed already. All right, let's get a race to we'll go do this race here. We're gonna do one race in each of the cars. Obviously there will be another 3 cars in this video, so hey, I just want to quickly say before we get into the races, if you did stumble across my channel, then please do give me a fair shot. I'm a very small creator. I have about 280 subscribers at the time of recording this. I do a lot of car-related gaming content. So if that sounds like something that you're after and you want to find a new creator who is very small that you could pretty much just comment and feel like you're messaging me because I respond to every single comment, then do hit subscribe. I'm trying to run the numbers up drastically this year because this is sort of like a dream career option for me. And obviously right now it's not really a career, but I am trying to make it that, as cliche as that sounds. So any support is appreciated. But yeah, if you don't want to hit subscribe yet, then that's completely fine. I encourage you to watch the rest of the video and then make your mind up at the end. But that's just me, and this car is not recommended. So we're probably going to have a tough time doing this race. But yeah, we'll be covering Forza Horizon 6 as soon as that launches. So if that's something you want to see me play specifically, or if you just, you know, like my videos, then please do show some support. I appreciate it all. Anyways, that's enough of me yapping. Let's start this race in my IRL car. Obviously, it's my IRL car on steroids. Let's see how we go. The launch is crazy on this. Let's go. Okay, hold on. It's kind of like, it doesn't have as much traction as I thought it would. But then again, it doesn't have the best handling stat. For some reason, for an all-wheel drive car, the back end does like to come out a bit and power slide. But I think if we're smart about this, the launch acceleration and speed are somewhat good. So we should be able to just fly past some people here. Oh my God. The guy almost came out onto me. See, there's the Forza wing on that car. It looks horrible, but I guess it would increase the handling quite a bit. Oh my, I didn't think that was so tight. I guess it would increase the handling quite a bit. I've destroyed my car. Oh my God. Hold on, let me get around this corner. Look at my car, bro. It's actually destroyed. What have I done? I've wrecked it. Guy's just all over the place, man. All right, we're almost there. We're 65% of the way through. We're in second place. We're not racing the greatest. I haven't played this game in a while. I tend to do a lot of my recordings in batches just because of my lifestyle at the moment. So usually speaking, I'll record a few videos towards the end of the week and then... Oh, we're so close. 82%, 84%. He's got quite a bit of distance. I don't think we're pulling this off, to be honest. I tried to cut that corner. We made up some distance, but we didn't quite make first. Oh my... Yeah, I've destroyed my car. Yeah, we didn't quite make first place with the WRX. That is unfortunate. I think we lacked a bit of handling. A bit of grip would have been good. Yeah, it is what it is. We didn't quite win. But with that being said, we are moving on to the next category for today's video, and that is sports car. I have to think there. So what I'm classifying as a sports car for this video is a car that is more than what my WRX is. I think market value for my WRX is probably about 25,000 Australian dollars. So obviously more than my WRX. I'm going to give a price range of about 50,000 Australian dollars to 200,000 Australian dollars. That gives us access to BMW M series, Mercedes, Audis, stuff like that. To be fair, I'd consider an Aston Martin a sports car, but they are kind of over our $200,000 limit. Audis are kind of cool. I guess the ones that are kind of sitting in my head right now are the Mark V Supra and some sort of BMW M series. Personally, for me, I'd go for the new ones, but I don't think I can actually buy the new ones in the auto show. I think I have to get them from the backstage pass, which is another thing, and I'm not wasting my backstage pass on one of those. So realistically, I think I'd go for like a BMW G80 M4, the two-door version. So my two picks for this sports car category are either a Mercedes C63S AMG, which is this car right here, which would be kind of cool. It's a V8 bi-turbo, I believe. But yeah, I wouldn't mind owning one of these. It's kind of nice. But then again, would I own a G80 M4 over this? Maybe. But for this video, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. And we are not going to go with the Mercedes C63. We are going to go with the Mark V Toyota Supra. I know it's a controversial car. Some people like to call it the BMW Supra. And look, I mean, yeah, maybe. I'm going to put a photo up on screen right now to prove that it is in our price category of 50,000 AUD to 200,000 AUD. I think it just scrapes about 100,000 from memory. This is a good sports car in my opinion. I mean, I've never driven it, to be honest. It's more so just me wanting to drive it. So the WRX was an exception. I just wanted to see what that was like at S1. But for the rest of this video, we are going to keep the cars at their stock class so we can see a pure definition between sports car, supercar, and hypercar. So obviously A class, we are going to keep this thing in A class. Holy! Talk about downforce. Jeez. That is going to do our modification of this Supra. We are pretty much top of A class. Obviously, this car is going to be a little bit slower than the WRX because I didn't stick to my word of keeping that car in the stock class. That car should have been B class, I think, whereas this is A class. But yeah, this is a reasonably priced sports car that I would realistically want to try out some point in my life. I don't actually know how these drive IRL. I just like the look of it. It looks very nice. It's more so just a look thing for me, not necessarily whether this car actually drives all right, because I've heard that it doesn't drive that good. What is it? Tell me what it is. A Ford Focus, bro. I should have not just gone for that. I should have just gone to the race. This is realistically my next step in terms of like what car I can afford. Obviously, it's sort of more expensive than my WRX, but it's also in that affordable price range, which is the next step for me. Just to remind you, once we have raced this car, we are going to be racing a supercar and then a hypercar. That's when things are going to get crazy. I have two in mind for those that realistically are on my wish list. Don't know how I'm going to afford them, but you know, doesn't hurt to dream. Does not hurt to dream. Let's see if we can win this race though in our Mark V Supra. Coming against quite the competition. Like there's quite the spread, to be honest. There's a Porsche, there's a GT86, there's a TT, there's another Supra up there. I think we've modified this car very well. It handles quite well. Might not be the fastest, but it does handle quite well. Trying to get around these guys without going crazy. Are they all Supras at the front? I think they might be all Supras at the front. How can I not get around this 86, bro? Okay, bro, don't turn into me. All right, come on. Let's reel these guys in. Up the inside, let's go. 2 positions on 1 corner. That's elite. Now we just got first to kind of reel in now. This car does handle very well. I think we built this car quite well. It doesn't have a lot of power, but where we lack in power, we can definitely like put down in the corners. We have taken first place with 22% left, well, less than 22%, 12%. I am not concentrating. I was looking at the percentage. Oh my, we've taken out a wall. Hopefully we can hold the lead. Let's block him off. There we go. We've come first in our Mark V Supra. It's got a bit of damage because we kind of went through a wall, but like, that's all right. That's all right. But yeah, that was my affordable sports car. That is realistically the next step at this point in time of where I want to go with my car collection journey. Like realistically, there's a lot of cars that I want, and who knows, this might not actually be the next car that I buy. Part of the fun as being a car enthusiast is there's just too many cars out there, and there's not enough me to drive all the cars that I want to drive. But let's head back to the festival. We'll go to the street scene here, and we are going to jump into our supercar. So price range of a supercar, we are saying under 800,000 Australian dollars. All right, so we have been yapping for long enough. We are going to buy our supercar. And honestly, out of all of the cars that you can buy on the auto show, it's going to have to be a 488 Pista. It is going to have to be the 488 Pista. All right, let's upgrade this to the top of S1. We can't do any weight reduction. All right, can we do anything else? That brings us to 900 flat, just doing it at race intake. All right, we'll do that. Install setup. Now, this car is actually one of my dream supercars, and we are going to race it. So let's find a race to do. Why not do this one right here? Convenience, right? Convenience. All right, we are jumping into a race in our 488 Pista. This thing would be an insane dream to own. I just think they look just absolutely hectic. Don't actually know how much these are. Oh my God, all right. We're flying through. This is insane. What is the competition here? I thought I was going to be racing up against like supercars and stuff, but the competition is kind of weird, bro. This handles so much better than our previous cars. But when you do slam on the brakes, obviously it does slide out, but you know, that's to be expected. We have actually walked the competition in this race, bro. I don't know if you guys have watched, but this car was actually in the Forza Horizon 6 dev trailer where they were showcasing the updated sounds. And this car sounds so much better in Forza Horizon 6. Like, yeah, okay, you can hear a bit of the turbos in this game, but it just sounds so much better in 6. Also, I'm sorry for the shadow bugs. I don't know why they're bugging out. It's been happening for a little bit now. But if you do see any visual graphic glitches, I am sorry about that. But we have absolutely just walked the competition in this car. Goes to show how good this car actually is. And that is why it is our dream supercar. All right, we are going straight back to the Horizon Festival. We're going to go to the one by the beach this time. But now we have done my IRL car, my dream sports car, my dream supercar. And if we're just going along that line of progression, I'm sure you can imagine what is next. And that is my dream hypercar. Now, there are a lot of hypercars and it's a tough decision, but I think I have to stick to my roots as a child because this car has been my dream hypercar for quite a while. Obviously, you have things like the Bugattis, you have Koenigsegg's, you have just so many choices of hypercars and they're all great. Like, yeah, the Jesko would be insane. The Regera would be insane. The Revolto, maybe not so much, but an SVJ would be great. A Centenario would be great. What else do we have? We've got the Senna. We've got the P1. Like, these are all great options in my opinion. But there's just one that I've liked as a child for the longest time. Oh, you got Pagani's as well. Like, there's so many great hypercars. But I think when I saw this car for the first time, I was like, damn, I want one of those. And that is none other than the 918 Spider. This car to me is absolutely insane. I mean, we may as well put turbos on it, man. We could put the wing on. It would give us quite a bit of stats, but I just think, you know what? No, because this has an active aero wing, bro. Nah, because the wing on this is insane. This is my absolute dream hypercar, the Porsche 918 Spider. This thing, I don't know, it just has a special place in my heart. I know it's not everyone's typical hypercar, but hey, it's my hypercar and I just enjoy it. So let's find a race to do. We'll go to this one over here. Yeah, see, I didn't want to put the wing on because look at that nice active aero that we've got going. Yeah, this thing is just insane. I don't even know how much these are. They're in the vicinity of a couple $1 million, which is insane. Don't know how I will be able to afford this, but hopefully one day Hopefully one day. Might have to sell every single organ in my body and then some, but hopefully one day we can afford one of these. All right, we have arrived at our final race for this video and the most expensive car. This car is not even recommended for this race. Yeah, it might be a tough one, but look at it. It's such a good looking car, man. The wheels, I don't know about the stock wheels, to be honest, but hey, we kept it stock besides adding turbos to a naturally aspirated car. I think that's kind of blasphemous if you ask me, but we do what we do. Let's see if we can win in our 918. Holy, this thing is quick. Oh, corner. And we've taken everyone out. Oh my God. That's a few $1 million worth of damage there. Oh my God. I was not paying attention. I didn't look at the mini map and I was focused on flying past everyone that I was like, oh, there's a corner there in the last split second. But hey, we've gained positions. Oh, okay. We've spun out there. I don't know how we got that checkpoint, but we just did. I definitely want to overtake this Revolto because that car sucks. Horrible. Hybrid V12. Oosh. There we go. Through the inside. Sorry, mate. Just destroying your Centenario. All that exposed carbon. Look, this hasn't been the... I just got absolutely rammed, bro. This hasn't been the cleanest race, but it's definitely been our quickest race of today. Oh, sharp turn. And I think we've got this in the bag, 100%. Little bit of damage on our multi-million-dollar car, and we might have written off a few other multi-million-dollar cars, but, you know, we came first. That's all that matters. Not the cleanest race, but hey, we came first. We came first. It's all good. So that concludes our dream car list that we had for this video. Each car respectively became more and more expensive until we ended up with our hypercar here. But yeah, they are some of my dream cars. As a car enthusiast, there are a lot of cars that I realistically want to own at some point in my life, but they are some of my dream cars. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, like I was saying at the start, I'm a very small creator and I appreciate every bit of support that I get. I think I have about 280 subscribers at the time of recording this, so any support is appreciated. We're trying to run those numbers up drastically this year to a point where I can build a community and we can sort of just vibe out, just you and me. With that being said, that will mark the end of our video today. If you did enjoy, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, show the video some support, share it with your grandma, share it with your dog, share it with your cat, share it with your little sister, your little brother, your parents, your long lost cousin. Just hit share and share it with someone. But that's enough yapping. If you did enjoy this video, please do show some support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.